Welcome to Module 3 of the Online Coaching Blueprint, and now we're going to be looking at group coaching model. And Lesson 1, we're going to be looking at building out your group coaching program. Specifically, we will look at why it's important to level up your production value with this group coaching model, what your clients will receive with your group coaching package, and how much customization support they will get when signing up with you. So pricing your group coaching, and then briefly, I will go through the juggling act of promoting and managing your group coaching program. And finally, by calling out who your group coaching is and isn't for is vital for your overall success. So with group coaching, we are looking at volume, and with volume, we need to make sure our branding, marketing, and systems are on point. That not only does it appeal to your target audience, it works when you actually get into the coaching side of things with your group coaching model. This will mean spending more time and money in creating your group coaching model. It will likely mean more investment in your own time and knowledge of using software like email service providers, Facebook ads as just an example, or hiring specialists that can help you with those things. On the last module, I'll be going through the process I use building Shredded by Science and hiring staff. A crappy looking video filmed in a busy gym with copyrighted music just isn't going to cut it for your online group coaching. Do not take the group coaching model lightly. It is the hardest model out of the 4 models that I go through on this course. If you opt into group coaching, know that there's a lot of work to do, and to scale it, you will need to hire people. Your revenue may be more than one-to-one, but your overheads will also be a lot more. After initial work up front, you will end up focusing a lot more of your time on the marketing of the business rather than the coaching side of the business. So what will your group coaching program involve? You have the guide itself. Now this may be one big guide that contains everything, or you may decide to have multiple different documents and guides for specific topics. Accompanying these, you will likely end up having to create videos, and all of this needs to be done prior. You'll need training and nutrition covered, a Facebook group for the community aspect, and then managing the coaching cohorts. There will likely be some live Q&As or even workouts if that is what you want to include. And this can be especially effective for home workouts. You then got email support. Are you going to have that available for your group coaching members to ask questions, or more from a customer support type with queries? Other things that you will likely need to include are exercise tutorial videos, meal plan examples or recipes. With group coaching, it's all about building the systems that are educating while getting your clients results at the exact same time. The factors that will always affect your group coaching program are your specific target audience. For example, you may offer home workout group coaching and just provide one new workout per week for them to do 3 times per week. For more advanced trainees or someone that is going to be doing gym workouts, you may decide to create a couple of programs that they can run during the group coaching period. That could be a 3-day-a-week program or a 4-day-a-week program as an example. I would say that the more variables you can keep consistent, the better it will be for managing your groups. The key is planning into the future. If you decide to opt for a 4-week challenge, then make sure you have progression afterwards. This is where you can convert the initial clients for the 4-week periods to the monthly group coaching. It's like having the first part of your drive mapped out and not having the full route to achieve their long-term goals. There's only so much progress we can make in a 4 to 8 week period. Now with group coaching, you're trying to achieve a great client experience that gets results, but through the use of as much automation as possible. From experience, you can easily end up providing too much with your group coaching. And as a result, there's not a clear difference between your one-to-one online PT service and your group coaching service. Well, there is for you. There's a bigger price difference without much difference in regards to the time you spend per client. Rather than one-to-one programming and one-to-one support, your aim for group coaching is group accountability and group support and community. To be able to provide a great experience while getting results for hundreds of individuals, you will need to embrace software, focus on building a community. Like with any fair exchange, where a client parts with their hard-earned cash and in return you provide them with a service, you need to be clear with what your group coaching has to offer and what they can expect up front. Group coaching isn't for everyone, and some may require or crave that one-to-one support with you. This is where one-to-one coaching comes in. So if you offer that, also make sure you signpost them to the relevant service for them. And if you don't offer one-to-one, but you feel this is the best option for that person, forward them to another online coach that you trust will take care of them. With group coaching, we do want there to be some level of customization though. Otherwise, it's going to be like selling a generic guide. That being said, the level of customization needs to be planned in advance. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Say, for example, exercise progressions and regressions. We wouldn't necessarily use those terms with our clients, but we could have easy, medium, and hard exercise variations. The other example could be when creating your program, you have exercise alternatives that they can swap. If we look at nutrition component and customization, this could be done in having different calorie example days. This could be having a 1,600 calorie example day, 1,800, and a 2,000 calorie example day. You could also include recipes that have high protein meals that are at 400 calories, 500 calories, and 600 calories. I've touched base on support already, and I just want to emphasize that you don't provide too much support. I know you'll want to, but remember, we are looking at a lower price service with less personalization. Support-wise, I wouldn't suggest giving them your phone number, maybe email support, but with guidelines in place, like maybe email once per week. The key, not only for scalability, but also for your group coaching success, is to encourage group support rather than one-to-one. This will make it easier for you. It will also build a community, which is a powerful thing, especially for group coaching model. Group support could be in the form of live Q&As, Facebook group posts that ask for a midweek check-in. I feel the success for group coaching comes down to a combination of education, coaching, and getting results all encompassed with the supportive community. With group coaching, your competitors are other trainers that are also running this model, but mainly the weight loss industry with their weight loss clubs. So what I want you to do is you should look at all the things they do well and adapt the things they don't do so well, such as them not giving any training advice or coaching. Someone who has done really well with group coaching is Steve Bradley, the fitness guy. His target audience are slightly older females who like at-home workouts. His program is called Lean and Learn, which is 10 weeks of group coaching. For Steve's target audience, he provides 1 new workout per week, and they do that same workout 3 times per week. He also focuses on the learn aspect as well as the exercise. And with online group coaching, I feel you can tailor it to either more of an education with coaching or more with a coaching aspect with a smaller focus on the education. In the next lesson, I will go through the different software and apps to use based on the approach that you decide to take. So which one is best to take for you? Well, as a rule of thumb, if your target audience have low training and nutrition knowledge, I'd focus more on the education with coaching. If they're more advanced, I'd focus more on the coaching first, with the education being secondary. Let's talk about money. You like that? Anyway, I'll stop singing. When we looked at one-to-one, it was a lot easier to calculate the average time spent per client to come up with a price per month. If you double your clients with one-to-one, you pretty much double your workload. With group coaching, it isn't the case. Having 15 people on your group coaching program after creating everything compared to having 150 people doesn't increase the workload tenfold. The time will vary based on how many lives you do and the level of support you provide. From a pricing standpoint, I recommend going for a one-off fee because the majority of people that group coaching will appeal to are used to these 4 or 8 week challenges or transformations. Not only do they not want to spend £100 to £250 per month, they probably do not want to commit to monthly payments that are ongoing, especially starting off. I recommend a 4 or 8 week package due to 10 weeks being quite hard to manage when it comes to launching new groups. 4 weeks could be around the £49 mark and 8 weeks around the £99. There is some jiggle room there. I wouldn't necessarily jiggle under, but you could go slightly higher with your prices. Now, the profit is in the ongoing monthly group coaching. Let's call this your graduates group for the purpose of this course. What would happen after the initial 4 to 8 week period is you upsell them into your monthly smaller price group coaching. By now they will have experienced you or your company, and they will now feel part of a community and not want to leave. That's ultimately what we're looking to achieve. The monthly recurring fee is now no longer scary to them. I will go through the recurring model at the end of this unit, at this module, in a lot more detail, so don't worry about that. Remember, it's a lot easier and cost effective to retain a client than it is to acquire new clients. To finish the first lesson, I will look at briefly going through advertising your group coaching service, why it's important to call out who your group coaching is for, and how you can qualify your leads. With one-to-one, I said it's not necessary to have a website at the start to reach client capacity and be earning the amount of money you want to earn. With group coaching, you need a website. You need a website for multiple reasons. Somewhere to drive traffic to, somewhere to track that traffic in the form of Google Analytics or a Facebook Pixel. It's the hub to advertise your group coaching and what it will consist of. When it's launch time, again, you're going to use that website and provide social proof in the form of testimonials. One thing that is also crucial is having an email list to have people opt in for your early bird list. In essence, it doesn't need to be an all bells and whistles website, but a sales page that gives everything they need to be on that page. The web page, your branding and the images or the people you have coached all need to appeal to your target audience and be relevant. There's no point having me on your web page if you're trying to appeal to at-home mums. For any business, it is important to have a very specific target audience, and I go through this in detail on Module 1, and it is important for one-to-one. For group coaching, which is looking at volume to scale, it's even more important. Everything about your brand and your group coaching model needs to appeal to a very specific target audience that want to achieve a very specific result. You will not be getting on one-to-one calls with 50 to 200 people that are considering signing up to your £49 group coaching program. Be very specific with who your group coaching is for and who it isn't for. By doing so, you will be qualifying your leads. The web page can both consciously and subconsciously do this, starting with what they will need to actually go through the group coaching program, as in, does it have equipment or is it at home, including FAQs, and ultimately getting your leads on the email list, which will take you to the second base. In summary, there's a lot to consider before pursuing group coaching, and there is a lot of upfront work that is needed. Focus on your target audience and what they want and need. Build your coaching systems, create your pricing model, and really focus on your marketing. In the next lesson, I'll be going through software and apps to use for running your group coaching model.